The Pirate King's left hand is officially throwing down with the absolute ruler of the world. Get ready, Nakama, because One Piece Chapter 1190 is delivering the most insane, god-tier clash we've ever seen. Scopper Gaban versus IMU. Yeah, let's jump straight into the leaks and preview for One Piece Manga Chapter 1190. A fierce battle in Elbaf. What kind of fate awaits the Straw Hat Pirates? From the circulating previews, it looks like the fight between Gaban and IMU is going to be absolutely intense. Besides that, we just got the very first spoilers for One Piece Chapter 1190. This info isn't from our usual leaker source, but it explains that this chapter will be a build-up chapter for the massive story developments coming next. Yep, let's dive deeper into the crazy events happening in Chapter 1190. The scene directly continues the insane action that went down in the previous chapter. IMU is still totally expressionless, glaring at Gaban with a cold stare after their attempt to finish off Luffy was interrupted by him. Gaban is smiling widely. He's also remembering the story Shanks told him after the death of King Harold 14 years ago on Elbaf. Gaban knows full well that the figure he is currently facing is the king of the world. That is exactly why he's smiling so wide. This is a figure that even Roger, his former captain, couldn't reach back in the day. IMU asks Gaban who he actually is. Gaban loudly and proudly answers that he is Scopper Gaban, the number 2 man of the Roger Pirates. Yep, once again Gaban is self-proclaiming that he is the number 2 guy of the Roger Pirates. This is exactly what he did before when Hadrudin introduced who Gaban really was to Luffy when he was injured in the underworld. But if you really think about it, you could actually say that old Gaban is stronger than old Rayleigh. Rayleigh in his old age can definitely still be called an absolute monster. Back at the Sabaody Archipelago, he successfully held off Admiral Kizaru, and then on Amazon Lily, Rayleigh also managed to make Blackbeard back down. But Gaban in his old age is just as terrifying. He literally managed to give Luffy and Zoro, who are currently at Yonko level, a really hard time. Gaban successfully sliced up Summers, and now he is standing face to face with IMU, the king of the world himself. The difference is honestly super glaring. All of that is because during his retirement, Rayleigh just spent his time drinking alcohol and coding ships for people wanting to cross the red line into the new world. Rayleigh was straight up just enjoying his retirement. This is totally different from Gaban. In his old age, he still loved sailing around, and he even managed to meet up with Crocus at the Twin Cape Lighthouse. Gaban is always ready with his dual axes, guarding the land of Elbaf from intruders. Meanwhile, during his fight against Kizaru, Rayleigh literally said that it had been a very long time since he last held a sword to fight someone. Yep, that is the exact reason why Gaban is stronger than Rayleigh in their old age. Finding out that the old man interrupting them is part of the Roger Pirates, IMU immediately shows an extremely furious expression. They absolutely despise the Roger Pirates for finding the treasure left behind by Joy Boy. IMU starts attacking Gaban super intensely, and IMU's movements are ridiculously fast. However, Gaban's observation Haki is surprisingly still able to keep up with IMU's lightning-fast movements. This crazy fight between Gaban and IMU is going to show Luffy exactly how to damage an enemy who has the power of immortality. Gaban previously told Luffy that he needs to be much wiser in using his Conqueror's Haki if he wants to defeat the Holy Knights. IMU is definitely going to be just like those Holy Knights. They definitely possess insane regeneration and immortal abilities. So far, there have only been 2 moments that actually made IMU feel genuine pain. First, when the explosion of Joy Boy's strongest Conqueror's Haki at Egghead managed to hit IMU through the Gorosei, who were directly struck by it. At that moment, IMU literally fell to their knees and screamed hysterically. The second time was during the death of King Harold. At this exact moment, we learned that the death of a contract holder with IMU will directly affect IMU's own body. That means both of these methods can actually be pulled off by the Straw Hat crew and the Elbaf warriors. Gaban's Haki might not be as terrifying as Joy Boy's, but there is one crucial thing he can show and teach Luffy. That is how to max out Advanced Conqueror's Haki to the point where it can actually damage a character with immortality. Besides that, Zoro and Sanji's fight against Summers and killing him becomes extremely important here. When the 2 wings of Luffy successfully take down Summers and killing him, that means IMU will definitely feel the impact. IMU's body will be temporarily weakened. And at that exact moment, an Advanced Conqueror's Haki attack, even one not on Joy Boy's level, will definitely be able to deal massive damage to IMU. Not only that, Chopper being asked by Robin to go to the Owl Library is acting super sus right now. Biblo is the only one there and he isn't even injured. What in the world are Robin and Saul actually planning? Chopper has the clutch ability to translate all animal languages into human language. Saul previously said that he is extremely suspicious of Biblo. He knows about the secret library room, and this owl has also lived way longer than he has. Was Chopper brought there to listen to a massive secret that Biblo is about to reveal? That means we are about to see the complete lore of the sun god Nika very soon. Finally, we got a piece of info that is honestly a huge bummer. After One Piece Chapter 1190, Weekly Shonen Jump will be going on a break. Only after that break will Chapter 1191 be released. But as usual, the spoilers and leaks for Chapter 1191 will likely drop a bit earlier. Alright Nakama, that's everything we know so far. Who do you think is going to win this legendary clash between Scopper Gaban and IMU? Will Zoro and Sanji take down the Holy Knights in time to weaken the King of the World? And what massive secret is that owl hiding? Drop all your craziest theories in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and give hype to this video. Until next time, Nakama, stay hyped.